The lights will be blinding tonight in Chicago as the Canadiens visit the Blackhawks for the team's centennial home opener. Montreal enters 1-1 on the year after blasting Detroit in their last game, while Chicago is still hunting its first win at 0-1-1. Both teams bring opposite identities, Montreal chasing playoff legitimacy, Chicago building something for the future, but on nights like this, emotion can tilt the math. In goal, Sam Montembeault gets the crease for Montreal. He's steady, but not flawless, sitting with a 3.05 goals against and a .80 save percentage. His strength lies in handling first shots cleanly, but rebounds have been an early season issue. Across the ice, Spencer Knight has been the brighter light for Chicago, posting a .919 save percentage on heavy volume. His composure and low shot tracking give the Hawks a real chance to stay in any one-goal game. Expect a controlled pace. Both clubs rank near the bottom of the league in shots per game, which means every scoring chance carries weight. Montreal's power play has been average, but Chicago's penalty kill has leaked early. Still, the Hawks' man advantage through Bedard is a weapon capable of flipping momentum instantly. Combine that with the Centennial crowd and a disciplined defensive setup under Jeff Blashill, and the underdog has live teeth tonight. And today's AI pick is Chicago Blackhawks moneyline plus 120. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 2.
Two teams trying to shake off opening night losses collide at UBS Arena as the Washington Capitals visit the New York Islanders. Both are 0-1-0, both frustrated, and both desperate to prove that the first game was just noise. Washington outshot their opponent 36-23 but scored only once. The Islanders put up 37 shots and still lost 4-3. Expect urgency on every shift. In goal, Washington turns again to Logan Thompson, who was brilliant despite the loss, stopping 40 of 42 shots for a .952 save percentage. His calm positioning and rebound control were the only reason that game stayed close. For New York, Ilya Sorokin is searching for rhythm after giving up 4 goals on 35 shots in the opener. He's elite when dialed in, but his glove looked a beat slow and his reads off the rush were shaky. Statistically, the Caps generate volume but not finish, sitting 5th in the league in shots, but only 25th in goals. The Islanders are the mirror image. Efficient shooters, sloppy on the penalty kill. Washington's discipline has been excellent, averaging just 4 penalty minutes per game, while New York has taken too many. If the Caps stay out of the box and continue to win the shot count battle, their first win of the season should follow. And today's AI pick is Washington Capitals moneyline at 115. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 3.
The lights rise over Little Caesars Arena for an original 6 battle steeped in tension. Toronto arrives 1-0 after a sharp 5-2 win over Montreal, their offense firing on command, and their defensive structure looking tighter under new coach Craig Berube. Detroit sits 0-1, still replaying every mistake from their 5-1 collapse against the Canadiens. 2 rivals, 2 directions, one trying to prove its evolution, the other trying to prove the opener was a fluke. In goal for Toronto, Anthony Stolarz has stepped into the spotlight with quiet confidence. He turned aside 29 of 31 shots in his debut, and now plays behind a lineup that suppresses chances and converts efficiently. Across the ice, Cam Talbot inherits a heavier burden. Detroit's defensive coverage in Game 1 left him stranded, and tonight he faces a Maple Leafs team that thrives on lateral movement and quick one-timers through traffic. On paper, the gap between these clubs is wider than the moneyline suggests. Toronto holds the advantage in every key category: face-offs, special teams, and 5-on-5 shot quality. Their power play hasn't clicked yet, but Detroit's penalty kill ranks near the bottom of the league. If the Leafs stay patient and force Detroit to chase, the game should tilt their way early and never return. The data, the structure, and the goaltending all align. And today's AI pick is Toronto Maple Leafs moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 4.
The air in Pittsburgh is charged, an early season measuring stick with history on both benches. The Penguins are 2-0 and humming, their veterans setting pace while the new pieces fit cleanly around them. The Rangers arrive at 1-1 in their centennial year, still shaping a new identity under Mike Sullivan after splitting a shutout loss to these Penguins and a shutout win in Buffalo. Same building, same stakes, different answers required. Igor Shesterkin stands as New York's anchor. Through 2 starts, he's been surgical, a 0.50 goals against and near-perfect save rate built on quiet feet, early reads, and a glove that erases second chances. If the Rangers steal this on the road, it begins with him freezing Pittsburgh's east-west. Across the rink, Pittsburgh's crease has stabilized. Artur Silovs opened with a shutout at Madison Square Garden, compact and calm. If the staff turns back to Tristan Jarry, he enters off a .9119 performance and better rebound control than last spring. Either way, the Penguins are getting timely stops behind cleaner defensive layers. 5-on-5, Pittsburgh's rhythm looks real. Malkin driving touch passes, Crosby tilting zones, the depth finishing on schedule. Special teams are the separator. Penguins at 33% on the power play and perfect on the kill. The Rangers still searching for their first man advantage goal. If whistles matter, the home side owns leverage. And today's AI pick is Pittsburgh Penguins money line at +120. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 5.
Rogers Place hums under the Saturday lights as the Oilers open their home schedule against a confident Vancouver team fresh off a 5-1 dismantling of Calgary. It's a Pacific Division test that feels like a tone setter. Edmonton seeking its first win, Vancouver looking to prove its hot start wasn't a fluke. In goal, Thatcher Demko commands the crease with quiet authority. His first outing of the season was textbook control, 17 saves on 18 shots, a .944 save percentage, and not a hint of panic when the game tightened. His calm allows Vancouver's defensemen to jump into plays knowing the net is sealed. Across from him, Stuart Skinner faces a different story. After an uneven performance in the shootout loss to the Flames, his name's already drawing murmurs. Edmonton needs him sharp tonight because every clean look Demko gets feels like a coin drop into the Oilers' frustration jar. The numbers tell 2 truths. Edmonton's power play remains lethal, striking at a 50% clip in its opener, but Vancouver's penalty kill, still the backbone of its identity, hasn't been cracked yet. The Oilers will drive volume through McDavid and Draisaitl. Vancouver will trade chaos for structure and let Demko do the rest. The market expects an Edmonton rebound. The data and the ice suggest a closer fight, and today's AI pick is Vancouver Canucks +1.5 at 175. Will we cash or will we burn?
The ice remembers every wager, every whisper, every spark that flickers before the burn. Tonight, the games are written, and the lines are carved in data and blood. In English, Game 1, Chicago Blackhawks money line, +120. Game 2, Washington Capitals money line, 115. Game 3, Toronto Maple Leafs money line, 145. Game 4, Pittsburgh Penguins money line, +20. Game 5, Vancouver Canucks +.5 at 175. En español, Juego 1, Chicago Blackhawks, línea de dinero, +120. Juego 2, Washington Capitals, línea de dinero, 115. Juego 3, Toronto Maple Leafs, línea de dinero, 145. Juego 4, Pittsburgh Penguins, línea de dinero, +120. Juego 5, Vancouver Canucks, +1.5 en 175. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Old German saying, wer das Feuer sucht, muss die Asche tragen. He who seeks the fire must carry the ashes.